Hello, hello, beautiful people. How are we today? It is Thursday, the 14th. We are going to use my ghost hunting app. This is the free version, but it's supposed to pick up frequencies, and it gives us different words and stuff and such. We're also going to use the Dark Mirror Oracle. I did pull out 2 decks already. Something is complete. Something is complete. That's the first word for today. The last time I used this was May 31st. So May 31st could be significant at 3:34 a.m. 334 could be significant. So something is complete. Let us find out what's going on. I think I said that already, that I hope everybody is doing well. 118 could also be significant, January. The card that popped out was number 17, forgetting oneself. This gives me like lost in the world energy. Will you find yourself in a situation or a relationship that you lose yourself? You know how there are some women who get into marriages, and although they love their husbands very much, it feels like they lose their identity in the relationship. Because not all the time, but often, women tend to self-sacrifice for the family, for their husband. And I'm talking about in relationships where there is the goal of progression. So forgetting oneself. This reminds me of something I wrote. It said something like, I can't think because the music is playing. It said something like, I can't remember. Like, it's almost like in loving you, I lost myself. And look what masquerade. Having to be someone else. Always putting on a mask. Covering up your true wants and your true needs. The number 15. So I have 6 and 8. Both ones here though. Manifesting. This is a one that manifested some type of conflict. So some type of new beginning that manifested a conflict because you were masquerading. Trying to be something for someone else. Sport can be significant. Sport. Playing a game. Playing defense. Something about football is significant. This person has one eye covered. Not being able to see something. So this 1 and 5 here is a new beginning that led to conflict. And this is 1 and 7. So the 5 is outer conflict. The 7 is the inner conflict. Something that an external force. We'll get some cards because I don't know what's going on. But yeah, the 7s are about, the 7s would be like the 7 of Pentacles, reevaluating a situation. The 7 of Cups is confusion. 7 of Wands is defending oneself or standing your ground. 7 of Swords is deception. Could be strategy though as well. Someone could have been deceiving themselves. Deceiving themselves that they could keep up a facade. Or not even a facade. You know, there are a lot of people, they speak in terms of a certain thing that they want, or a certain desire that they have, or even just the way that they are as an individual, but their actions don't compute. Their actions don't hold up to what they say. So this would be someone who says, I'm loyal, and you know, I'm a loyal friend, lover, family member, you know, co-worker. But then this will be the same individual that will be a snake in your life. Actions don't compare. They don't just have to add up to the words. Forgetting oneself. Okay. I did need it. Someone needs it, or someone is needed. We're gonna get one of these cards here. Maybe this question will help us better understand about this forgetting oneself. January, July, or May could be significant. The 15th or the 17th of a month, the 6th or the 8th of a month, 71 and 51. Just one. Why does silence make me uncomfortable? What? Wow. Both of them dealing with being alone. Why does silence make me feel uncomfortable? And silence doesn't necessarily mean you're alone, but it's being uncomfortable even with just sitting with someone in their silence. There's still communication, or there's still an energy that is positive in just sitting alone in silence with someone, without there being that uncomfortability, without there having to be a conversation or feeling a need to entertain, impress. Why do I fear being alone? This is someone who's always in a relationship, always with a friend, always has, like, if they're with someone, they live with someone. So their boyfriend, their girlfriend, they live with. If they don't live with them, they live with someone else, a parent, a child. This is just someone who's afraid to be by themselves. Why do I allow people to walk all over me? Forgetting oneself. Forgetting your own self-worth. Forgetting your own importance. Forgetting your own sovereignty. Standing in who you are, in your truth. People pleasing comes to mind. People pleasing comes from a variety of different core issues. People pleasing. Stigmata, I don't know what that says. We have corporate, someone could work in corporate. Something about the exit and stigma. That's not that's stigmata. What does that mean? I don't know if I feel like looking it up. I don't feel like looking it up. But just look at the fiesta. So we have, why does silence make me uncomfortable? This is someone who's not comfortable with themselves. Just look at the fiesta. June and August is also significant. May, June, July, and August is significant. Let's get some of these. I don't know if I want to use these, actually. Let's get these instead. Oh, and this. Alright, we'll start with this one. Where the base of this issue comes from, the core. There might have been some type of stigma in terms of when someone was growing up. It could have been like bullying. People making fun of, like maybe your parents didn't have the look, gambling, abuse. I was going to say your parents didn't have the most money. Gambling. Entonces no queda blaming you for their problems at the bottom. Masquerade. Someone felt like they had to hide themselves. Almost like having a different personality for the caretakers in their life. That's why silence makes you uncomfortable. Maybe you're used to a lot of yelling, a lot of noise. You're used to a lot of noise. And that's why you fear being alone. You may be someone who needs to sleep with like the TV on or music. I think the TV more than music. Because music, depending on what it is, it may start to make you feel, it make you sad. So maybe even something funny. Sleep into something funny. We have 41 here. We have 23 here. They both break down to 5. Problems, conflict. 5 right here. 555 may be significant. That's what it's made for. Usher is on. Let's get some of these. So gambling, abuse, forgetting oneself, a stigma, not being able to, maybe these parents lost more than they won. It could also be in terms of gambling. It could be any type of gambling. Someone could have like gambled their family by doing reckless things outside of their marriage. Someone could have gambled their freedom, I hear. Gambled their freedom. They're very reckless in their actions, in their words, how they spoke to people. Silence. If I don't make a noise, maybe I won't be seen. And then if I'm not seen, I can't get yelled at. I can't get blamed for there not being enough food in the house, for the lights not being on, for the heat not being on, for the car about to be repossessed, for us driving around without insurance. I can't get blamed for that. Although it's the gambling that is causing these issues. But that energy was taken out on you. That ego is seeping through. So this parent could have been ego. We have Leo energy. The egotism energy gives me Aries energy. So this parent, it's like two spectrums, because the Aries energy, it's like a boss type energy, leadership. In the shadow though, it could be someone who's domineering, a tyrant almost. Not almost, a tyrant. But with the Leo energy, that's the fun-loving energy. So it's like this person was strict, maybe with you, whatever guardian this was for you. But they were strict with you and your actions. But they did a lot of the things that they desired. 5th house, house of pleasure. spiritual cleanse is necessary. A water cleansing. Screaming doesn't get your point across any clearer. We have articles. Maybe someone's parent was in the paper or in the news, a news article. The head. The head in the astrology is Aries. Something about headaches could be significant. The name Morgan could be significant. Screaming doesn't get your point across any clearer. That's why the silent, look at this, silence. Maybe someone screams in their relationships. Because they don't feel heard. Block solar plexus. They don't feel heard. I own my power. They don't feel confident. It deals with anger, low self-esteem, lack of willpower, poor digestion, stomach, back pains, depression. So someone could be experiencing those issues. Blaming your voice was never heard. You learned to quiet yourself. Faded pictures. Forgetting oneself. Over time, you slowly faded from yourself, from your center. And you always wore this mask. People pleasing because you didn't want to be blamed for things. You're probably very very docile when it comes to other people. Almost, and I don't mean this example to sound rude. It's the one that came to my head. But it would be like, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, whatever you need, sir. Oh, where was that with Kevin Hart? And she sent him out to get something. He was like, no. I could go back and get that. No. Like, very accommodating to other people. Because you're trying to keep the conflict at a minimum or non-existent. What else do we have? Maybe if you didn't take that road of being a screamer because you're not heard, maybe being in connection with someone who screams triggers you. Be supportive. That's your energy. You're trying to be for others what your parents or your guardians weren't for you. You want to be, love on yourself. You want to be, it's almost like you want to be everything for everybody. You want to make sure that the people in your life are good. And there are people that take advantage of that. Let's get a few more. The name Evan could be significant. A loop and a farm. Someone could live on a farm or maybe live in a cul-de-sac. So we have a blocked root chakra, anxiety, fatigue, fearful, constipation, back pain, feeling of insecurity, lack mentality. The affirmation is, I have everything that I need. Crystals that may be helpful are red jasper, tourmaline, garnet, and onyx. Stop criticizing yourself. You are not stupid. You are not worthless. But that's what you've been programmed to think. Again, over time, another blocked energy, a blocked crown chakra, brain fog, lack of faith, disconnected from spirit, trouble learning, a closed mind. And that energy is something you could very well have inherited from. It may be very difficult to have conversations with your parents in a way where they acknowledge how they were to you and for you. The affirmation is, I am one with my higher self. The crystals that are significant are clear quartz, moonstone, amethyst, herkimer, diamond. Herkimer. Stop criticizing yourself. Especially if you ever just try to be conscious of it, of when you're talking, and especially when you're in situations where you're frustrated or you made a mistake. And some people, and I used to be this way, it was like, oh my God, why are you so stupid? Oh no, you made a mistake. We all make mistakes. That's okay. We just learn. But it's like you need to breathe life into yourself. Okay, at the bottom we have learn each other's love language. So this is, I guess, advice with regard to a relationship. There's some type of sexual concerns in your relationship. And we have love language, physical touch, being close to and caressed by your partner to them. Being close to and caressed by your partner, you to them. And if this is something that you need to do for yourself, go for a spa and get yourself a massage. It's like show yourself some love. Where is that card? Didn't we see that? Love on yourself. It was at the bottom of one of these polls. Loving on yourself is important. Pouring into yourself is important. You got the root chakra as being blocked. We also saw the crown chakra. Oh, what was the other one? Solar plexus. So those are areas that you can work on in terms of unblocking those. Affirmations, chakra clearing, meditations, or practices, maybe doing some type of releasing during one of the moon cycles, the full moon. I think it's is it the waning or I think it's the waning. Whatever cycle it is before the new moon. Am I mistaken? I could be. Just you know what you gotta do for you. What else do we want to get? Just say te que tu no fee. I need something to drink for real. Something about wings. Makes me think of a butterfly. Butterflies could be significant. Maybe you like wings. I like wings. An axe, A-X-E, is significant. Something is concerning. Stones. So the crystals I mentioned may be very significant. Something about agreeing, being firm on something. That wings also reminds me of one of the cards, Believe in Your Magic. I think it's the Oracle deck's name. And it says, you never needed those wings to fly. Healing energy. All right. Let us get some more information. Sexual concerns with the physical touch. It just makes me think that that there was some type of, stuff that happened that would cause you to have those concerns. The concerns could also be with this gambling and the gambling abuse. There could have been a parent who was Rolling Stone. Wherever he or she laid their hat was their home. So it made it just that corrupted the way someone thought about something. We're now listening to Stranger in My House by Tamia. So this person, a parent, was definitely not a full-time parent. Fate, fortune, wheel of fortune, karma, cycles, divine intervention, divine detours. Someone is starting to wake up. 10 frames to a connection. Telepathic, spiritual, divine connection. Someone is starting to wake up to a connection. This twin frames, because it's spelled the way, it's supposed to be 10 twin flames, but it says twin frames. So when I think about it, in the way that I think about twin flames, especially the way a lot of people describe this relationship, is very toxic. So this twin frames makes me think of mirroring energy. Something being mirrored back, telepathic, being able to read someone's thoughts, or it could be knowing someone so well that you know why they do the things they do or why they say the things they say. He would adore me. He wouldn't ignore me. I'm convinced there's a stranger in my house. Oh, let's get more cards. So something is changing with this fate card. It's like the mask. You're no longer going to feel the need to wear this mask. There's one eye open, so because of fate coming through, it's like some type of machine or some type of energy is coming to remove that patch over your eye. They're both in gold. So something that you're going to see or something that you're going to understand is going to allow you to remove that one little patch. Present, attracting, gratitude, abundance, proactively, I don't know, tranquility, success, whatever, this patch that is coming off. If this is not a romantic connection, but this could very well be any type of connection that you have. That whatever you're leaving, I'm pretty sure it has to do with a child and a parent. It could be romantic. It could be business. But with this patch coming off, is going to bring about this in your present energy. You're going to start attracting things that are exciting for you. Passion, new start, creation, desire, a new venture or job. So if this has to do with a job, this could be someone who is like a whistleblower at their job. It could be someone who was kind of like placed in a certain group or a certain organization in order to get some type of information. Because that fire is here. Oh, with the one eye patch. It's like a listening device or some shit. Oh, someone may be wearing a bug. Oh, all right. Maybe that's none of my business. All right. Let's get one or two more cards. Something about the stuff. The stuff. Release, element, side, boring. Emily, Julian. Emily and Julian could be significant. Wings, a side and wings, significant. An element, water, fire, earth, or air. Look, inner child healing. Wounding, coping mechanism, learned behaviors, self-discovery. This is you healing from this past. Healing from whatever traumas you went through as a child. With higher self activation. Higher self integration, awakening, a timeline shift. Wheel of Fortune here. And your higher self is coming into... It's like you're coming into alignment with yourself. And always structure. This is the root chakra. You have already done this in terms of clearing this blocked root chakra. Or this is something that... Oh, with North Node. Yes, you're on the right path. You're definitely on the right path. This is a masculine energy, or you're in masculine energy. Logical, confident. Where you were lacking this confidence before, now you have this. You're more assertive. You're protective of yourself. This is really dope. Okay. So we're going to get two of these other cards, and then we're going to call this. And then we're going to call it. Then we're going to call it. Who is this? Oh. Trying to put you to bed. Race. Maybe this is to let you, like, take your time. It's not a race. Don't get yourself all worried and upset if you're not where you think you should be. Because our ego will step in and it's like, all right, why am I not here already? Why am I not over this already? Why does it not bother me so much? Why does it not bother me so much? Meaning it used to bother you more before, but now the pain is less. The hurt feels less. There's more understanding. There's more logical thinking. Timeline shift. Your vibration is changing. That's dope. Sweet, sweet. We're only gonna do one. Okay. To where does my soul want to travel? When we travel, we grow. We open up our little worlds to more adventure, thrills, patience, understanding, trust, and oneness. Our hearts and minds expand and our desires are satisfied. Where is your soul calling you to visit? Today's soul action. Pick a location on your desired list. Choose a date when you will get there and start planning. Create a Pinterest board or start searching on travel sites for the best restaurants. Anything that will create movement to let the universe know you are ready to make it happen. Believe you can. So if we're in these trying times these days, so if this is not on your bucket list to be able to travel, this could be even just traveling in your home. Maybe there's a room that you want to switch out for something else, or there's even just a room that you want to set up to pray in or to read in, just anything. That could be an energy of traveling. We could do an inward travel too, where you'll visualize some things that when you are in a position of abundance or just having more or being able to travel. Maybe someone will give you a trip or something. Who knows? Let's get one more. I'm going to choose this one that's sticking out. Do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy, you are deserving, you are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt of. Your crown has been brought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Crown chakra came out. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. Didn't we see that earlier too? I am worthy of it all. Oh, I love that for you. I do. All right. Pequeno fundo ciegas. This is grief, grace, and healing. Just again, na eta aqui, você pequeno foto aqui dentro, fi. 36, 41, 14. Oh, we have 14, 15, and 17. Something about travel in those dates could be significant. We also had 36 and 63. Something about the aisle. Traveling. The aisle seat on a plane. Something about a bucket. The ice bucket challenge. This one is sticking out. We're going to take that. I think it's 2. Yes. Yes. Grief and grace. Oh, look. Activate heart healing. We might read that one too. So under grief, we have, oh, it's the very first card in the deck. Look at you. Oh my God. The very first card in the deck, and it's 1. This card is 47, which breaks down to 11. 111 is significant. 111 is synchronicity is happening. Things are coming together. You're on the right path. Look at that. So number 1, administer snail's pace medicine. Oh shit. Is this that Glenn Lewis song that I did a reading on the other day? Yes, don't you forget it. That reading might be significant to you. It's called A Love Story. And it's not a story about like romance and shit. It's a story about you falling in love with you again. Finding yourself back home. Oh my God, fucking perfect. With the 111, you're manifesting a new beginning. Oh my God, you're manifesting finding yourself back home. Oh my God, just at the end of fiata. I'm sorry. That's fucking dope. All right. Calm down. All right. Slowing down could be good medicine now. This allows time to process everything going on. Be with your emotions and rest. It may be beneficial to put off lower priority items on your list, on your to-do list for a bit. Create open space in your schedule. Inching along at a snail's pace is a huge accomplishment when you are grieving. And this grieving could be the loss you're feeling of your past, of like shifting into this new timeline. It's a bittersweet energy because you're losing who, shedding, not losing, you're shedding pieces of yourself that are no longer beneficial to you. They no longer resonate with who you are. And that could be a feeling of pain, a feeling of loss, a feeling of hurt to some degree. Change. And this is grace, showing grace to yourself. 34 is significant, breaks down to 7. 4s are significant too, stability. Follow your intuitive instincts. Let your heart and your intuition guide you. Who, what, or where tugs at your heart? The energetic heart contains the soul's memory, and the sixth sense communicates your soul's priorities. Use your intuition to recognize moments of grace. Your strategic head maps out your heart's desires. Grace illuminates your soul's path one step at a time. And going slow. Taking, what was that? Pace. A slower pace. A snail's pace. And healing. Oh, it's one of each. Oh, mind, body, and spirit. The power of 3. Number 3, or the power of 3, is significant. So we have activate heart healing. There's lovely heart energy radiating in you and from you. Activate your energetic heart by doing anything, being any place, or being with anyone that makes you feel tenderhearted and loved. Feeling is healing now. Your heart is trying to aid your healing. Grief makes you more compassionate about the suffering of others. Your inner healer is activated. Your inner healer is activated. And we talked about the number 7 earlier. 7 here with you being strategic in your healing and your growth, what you want to accomplish. The number 7 of the 7 of Cups, using your intuition and your heart, leaving out of this confusion or this illusion of something that maybe believing that something or someone in your past could be what you want it to be. Your expectations being greater than the reality. Then we have the 7 of Wands, where you are standing your ground, you're setting boundaries, you're defending yourself. You're like, no, this is what I want and this is what it's going to be. I'm no longer going to allow you to dictate to me who I am. And the last 7 is the 7 of Pentacles with the rethinking energy. Oh, look, what find me. Don't you forget it. You're finding you. We started off with forgetting oneself, and now we're finding me. Tell me this is fucking not dope as shit. Tell me it's not. Tell me it's not when it is. Sorry. Just sit there and comfort your inner child. I'm not doing all this. All right. I'm going to be out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonates. I hope it helps. I send you so much love. I send you so much, I send you fucking great ass energy. It feels so fucking awesome when you can see someone or you can feel someone becoming the best version of themselves. You can feel them just wanting to be who they're meant to be. Being happy, being free. Leaving out of this energy of you have to have this to be accepted, or you have to be this way, you have to look that way, or you have to do this, or like there's so much judgment. That's beautiful. Finding me. Okay. Finding Nemo may be significant as well. Oh, maybe a Pisces is significant. Nemo is the fish. All right. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, liking, viewing, all that good fucking stuff. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a good freaking ass day. And sending you the best. Love you.